What up? I'm Evan MacKinnon, Toronto tattooer. Been tattooing since 2003, and I've loved wrestling my whole life. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment, The Rock. I was sold on The Rock right from the get-go, I think, once he started coming across as this arrogant, cocky, but, convinced kind of guy. I mean, he does what he does in the ring, and he does what he does outside of the ring, and he is just one of the greatest. His, Brahma Bull tattoo was iconic, and you saw that tattoo and it was just, that's The Rock, right? It speaks so much volume, right? Of who he was and his persona, whipping candy asses and whatnot. It's a pretty decent tattoo to begin with, and that just screams who The Rock was, right? The people's champ. I remember seeing him come out with a big Polynesian piece, and I'm pretty sure it was done by hand as well. And then it eventually spawned and got bigger and bigger onto his chest and tells a whole story. Being it done by hand in that traditional way, personally, I couldn't tattoo something like that without a machine. And the fact that he sat through, getting it done by hand in the way he got it done, where he got it done, I'm pretty sure it all represents who he is and where he's come from. And The Rock is transcends just wrestling, right? He's one of the biggest Hollywood movie stars in the world. Recently, The Rock covered up that original Brahma Bull tattoo, which I thought was kind of why? But then you see what he covered it up with, and he got covered up with a bull skull by one of the greatest tattooers on the planet, Nico Hurtado, who did this really cool, realistic looking skull of the same kind of bull. And I remember hearing him explain why he got it done was, that was one part of his life, and it's evolving into the next part of his life. And I don't know, The Rock's tattoos are class. You can't go wrong with these tattoos.